What's up, guys? My name is Homeless, and today I got a video for you guys, and well, we're gonna be talking about what happened just earlier today, and it was really scary. And what happened is I had to call the police, and I think that somebody broke into my house, and yeah, I'm just going to talk about it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Get comfortable, and gonna start the story. So basically, earlier today, right, towards the morning, I was just kind of I was recording a Black Ops 3 video, you know, a glitch video, right? I think that that's on my channel as of right now, and it just shows you how to get any camo that you already have on every single one of your guns through using the gunsmith or weapon thing, I think. But just by using that, and yeah. So after I recorded that video and I started the upload and all that, like I heard like a noise in my parents' room, and it sounded like somebody was getting on or off of their bed. And I didn't really think much of it at all at the time. I was just kind of thinking, oh, you know, it's a bit older of a house. It's not really anything not normal. So I just kind of passed it off and kept doing my stuff. But then, like, later, crap. So like later, this is going to be maybe 3 hours later. And yeah, so 3 hours later, I just recorded the second of the 2 videos I was going to upload today. This would be my third, which is actually pretty cool, in my opinion, to be honest, because I don't have too many daily uploads, and daily uploading is something that I really want to do. So I heard. Okay, so hold on, a little bit of backstory. If you guys know what the Minions movie is, the one like the guys like with they're yellow and they have the blue overalls and the goggles and crap. That movie. Well, my sister has a doll of like one of them. I don't know their names or whatever, but when you squeeze it, it says like Bedo, Bedo, Bedo. And so basically what happened is I heard that doll go off, right? And then I didn't really think anything of it at the time. And then, like, and maybe after 5 seconds after that doll went off, it just, like, my heart stopped. Because I realized it wasn't, like, motion censored or whatever you want to call it, where basically if it's moved around at all, it'll do that. It's like, you have to intentionally squeeze it, right? So that's like when my heart stopped. Like, I was just like, someone is in my house. Holy shit, somebody's in my house. And so the first thing that I do is I had a YouTube video going. I was editing my video. So I paused that, right? And I grabbed the knife that is on my table, or I guess my dresser. I have a few knives. 3, I think. I just have a few different pocket knives that I've gotten from like Christmas and crap. That's besides the point though. So I just take like the biggest one that I had, and I slowly walked and I shut my door, and then I sat and leaned up against it, right? And the first thing that I did is I called the cops. I called the police, and I turned my volume almost all the way down, so like basically to the point that it is and that you have to hold it up to your ear, and you can still barely hear it, right? So I could barely hear it, and I was almost whispering, I guess, which isn't really going to be, I guess, that productive, kind of considering if somebody really wanted to pinch my room, they would be right up against the door, and they would hear me anyway, right? So all that happened, and the police came, and I texted my mom, and I was like worried. No, actually, I got that out of order. I texted my mom, and I said, someone is in the house, come home now, I'm calling the police. And that's basically exactly what I said. It could have been like a little bit different, but not that different. So I never got an answer, and then I texted my dad the same thing, and I didn't really get an answer from him either. And this was before I called the police. And then so then I've called the police, and I'm kind of just like leaning up against the door, thank goodness my dog was in my room, because I wouldn't really want to open the door and let her in, because I was scared, okay? I'm not going to admit it. I was scared, and I was just kind of waiting, you know? And I said, I think that someone's in my house, and I mean, the other time that I've called the police about, like, my neighbor, I don't know if that video fully uploaded, but there was a time where I thought that my neighbor was trying to get me, and that kind of sounded weird, but I thought that my neighbor was trying to, like, rape me or something. Like, he was following me home. And I'll go into detail about that more in another video. Alright, so that time there was only one officer that came down. This time they sent 3 officers, like, all like geared up and like almost patrol officers and crap in their suits with the tasers and their Glocks. And then they sent like almost like a marshal. He was in like a tan suit and his gun wasn't visible. He probably had one of like the holsters that you keep under your jacket. And so they knocked, and the first thing that like told me that they were there, that the police were there, is my dog started barking, right? And I looked out my window, and this is, while I was still on the phone with the operator. I was still on the phone with the operator, and she said, okay, now get your knife put away, the officers will be there soon. Can you peek out your window to see if they're there? And, so what I did is I kept my knife in my hand, I got up from my door, and I
realize that I'm often hostile towards
I went over to the window and I looked out, and the first thing that I saw was one of the officers' heads peek up, and then I could see another officer like behind my tree, and my tree's like almost right outside my window, a little bit to the left when you look at it. So there was another guy peeking his head out right there, and they had like hands on holsters and everything. So like the next thing that I did was I put my hand up, like kind of waved. I set my knife down on my couch, and then like I just put both my hands in the air and waved to him like, hey, it's okay, it's me, it's me, it's me. And then I went and I was going to put my dog outside, and then I thought that isn't a good idea because it could have a guy back there trying to see if anybody's sneaking out the back. And so what I ended up doing was shutting her in my room, and then I went out, I unlocked the door, and I was like bombarded by one officer, and I said, I'm the one who called him Caleb Engel, I'm 13 years old, and I think that somebody's in the house. And they were like, okay, get back. And then they pulled out their guns and they walked in, and then, like I was saying, the guy who looked like a marshal with his suit on, he was the next guy that I saw, and he started asking me questions. And I guess marshal isn't appropriate, it's more of like a detective, I guess. So he started asking me questions like, what happened, what's your name, what's going on, all the kind of basic stuff. And so I answered all those questions, and then maybe after 15 minutes of searching, because I have a good sized house, you know, it's an okay sized house, there's a whole bunch of hiding places, but so after a while, they all came out and they asked for me to take my dog out of my room because they wanted to check like my room, which I'm glad that they said that, because if they didn't, and I don't really want to assume that anybody was actually in my house, but I'll tell you the creepiest part of it later. But so if they didn't, he could have been in there. And so I just grabbed my dog. I made her just kind of, you know, chill out. I put her in my parents' room and I shut that door after they had checked all the rest of the house.
Know this. I possess an artifact that will help us on our journey.
So they checked it, nothing was there. They talked with me for maybe 15 minutes. They got my statement, and they asked me a whole bunch of questions. until they asked if I was okay if I left, and I decided, yeah, I've already called my mom, my dad, my papa. Hell, I even invited a friend to come over just so that I would have like another person. And actually, the friend that I invited over, I got permission first. So I asked my parents if I could have a friend over because of what happened. And my mom didn't answer anything. My dad called back maybe 30 minutes later. So my next option was to call my papa, my dad's dad. And so I called him, and he was coming. And as of now, it's been maybe 2 hours. And he lives down in Portland, like Sherwood down there. And so that's not really 2 hour type thing, I guess. So I don't think that he's coming. But yeah, I don't really care. My dad, he finally got home maybe an hour ago, and he and I did another check of the house, and it was really thorough. But so yeah, but I'm sorry this is pretty out of order, but the creepiest part about this whole situation is that if somebody was in my house, they did all that in broad daylight. Like, my dad still has his truck in the driveway too. We have an extra truck, he has a Galaxy in the garage. It's like a nice hot rod. And even despite having cars in the driveway, if somebody was here, they did it all in broad daylight. And then the next thing is, I checked, I have a list of chores that I have to do. I get $10 a week, and I have to like scoop my dog's poop twice a week. I gotta clean the bathrooms twice a week. I have to vacuum daily and put away the dishes daily. And then on Thursdays, which are today's, I have to gather up all the garbage in the house and take it up the street, because our garbage day is Friday. And so I remembered I do the 2 bathrooms on days that start with T. So basically, I was starting to think, since my dad had Monday and Tuesday off, he typically only gets Monday off, but today also had Tuesday, because he's applying for a new job, right? So I was about to go scoop the poop, and I remembered, hey, it's Thursday, and I remember, I swear on my life, I saw the door locked. Okay, and then after the police came, I asked them if they unlocked the door after I saw this part. The door was unlocked. And like, that just scared me, because like, I am positive, I'm not kidding. I swear that my door was locked. That back door, that was locked. And they went and they checked the whole backyard. They looked at the fence gate and all that, and everything was normal. Our fence gate's always completely closed, and now it was still completely closed, so I think everything is fine. I was just like really scared this whole time, to be honest, and yeah. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have a scary experience, feel free to leave that in the comments. If you have any video requests, leave those in the comments. And you can also follow my Twitter. And now I am going to be trying to do daily uploads. Now it's the summertime, I don't have an excuse. So, yeah, like I just said, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. It has been your boy Homeless here. Peace.